So yes, I'm not wearing that makeup on right now because I filmed that video actually 2 months ago, and that was before I decided I wanted to do live intros. But in this tutorial I'm going to teach you guys how to recreate that look. Now what I'm hoping you get from this tutorial is inspiration or new ideas or maybe some new products you want to try out, because I feel like this look is not that hard to do, but it's just more time consuming and might be a little bit more complicated if you want to exactly do the makeup the way I did. And if you do want to do it that way, go ahead and check out my Instagram, where I have pictures of my mermaid so you can see it in a bit more detailed. So, I'm all over the place. Yep. I just came back from Buffalo Wild Wings. Good. I always have leftovers. Let me know in the comments below, do you always have leftovers? Because I swear I always do. In my last video, I wanted to know if you guys were cat or dog people. I'm serious, like most of the people who comment were cat people, and I honestly thought that it was going to be more dog people than cat people, but nope, a lot of cat people out there. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video, and I've got lots of Halloween videos that still need to be put out. Yeah, so now let's begin the tutorial. Bye.
To start this look off, you want to apply an eyeshadow base onto half of your face, so from your nose up. We'll be applying eyeshadow to these areas, so the eyeshadow base will help the colors from our shadow stand out. I'm using NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk as my eyeshadow base, and I make sure I really pack that color in the inner corner of my eye. I wanted that area to be real wide because the wider the area is, the bigger your eyes will appear. For just the regular eye makeup, I applied an indigo blue eyeshadow only onto half of the eyelid. And then in the inner corner of the eyelid, blending it into the crease, I applied just a blue eyeshadow. I packed that color into the crease, and then I just faded out, blending it up toward the brow bone. Into the inner corner of the eye, I blended in a seafoam green eyeshadow, and then I lined my eyes using a black liquid eyeliner. And that's all I did for the regular eye makeup, for the time being, because I added a little bit more later on. Now I'm using Mehron's Prisma palette to create different designs by my eye. Now this palette creates a really nice gradient, and the way you achieve that is by wetting your brush and slowly going up and down with your brush to pick up the color. Don't move your brush from the face paint to pick up the color, just drag the brush up and down, because if you lift your brush up, and you're just going to mix all the colors together. It's not going to be like an easy to do blending face paint thingamabob. I apply a very shimmery sea bluish green pigment onto the areas of the skin that don't have face paint on it and where I applied the eyeshadow base. You want to use makeup that has a lot of shimmer. The shimmer helps give you a wet appearance, and just like a mermaid, that's what you want to look like. You want to look wet. You want to look like you came out of the water or out of the toilet. No, I'm joking. Oh, a toilet mermaid. That's a sad life. To contour my cheeks, I used a very shimmery light green pigment first. Just make a fishy face and contour directly below your cheekbone, and then use a darker green shadow to contour the outer corner. So if you use a blue shadow and then a darker blue shadow on the outer corner. And what this does is it gives you a really strong cheekbone by having the color go from a darker color to a lighter color. To contour my nose, I used a turquoise shadow. Contouring the nose helps it appear slimmer, so just apply the eyeshadow to the bridge of your nose. I went ahead and outlined my face with the green shadows I used to contour, and I also applied some of it to the neck. So basically you apply it to your jawbone and, bring it down toward the neck. You can make whatever design you want. I was just like freestyling it, and that's something about like these type of looks. I took the darkest face paint from my Mehron palette and then used it to contour my nose as well. And I also created a line right under the eye, and that's going to be my lower lash line for this look. Like I said, I wanted the inner corner of my eye to be really white, and shimmery shadow makes you appear more wet. So I grabbed a very shimmery white eyeshadow and applied that where I applied the eyeshadow base in the inner corner of my eye, and then I also used the white eyeshadow to add little strokes around my eye design. I used my Mehron palette to create my fish scales. You're going to use 3 different shades of one color. So I took the lightest blue in my palette and used it to draw random scales all over my face, mainly on my forehead and then onto the contours of the cheek. Then I took the 3rd lightest color in the palette to paint the bottom half of each scale. And finally, I used the darkest color in the palette to paint just the bottom tip of some of the scales. You can use shadows to do this as well, or you can use one face paint and then mix in some shadows. Be creative, it's up to you. I used a green grease paint from my Makeup Forever Flash palette to draw on random seaweed around my eyes and on my neck. I used cardstock to create my little eye designs. Just use a scissor, create your designs, and then to glue it on, you can either use lash glue or spirit gum. I used spirit gum. Make sure if you use spirit gum, you have a spirit gum remover to remove it because it's like super glue for the face. You apply the spirit gum to the back of the design, wait a couple of seconds for it to become tacky, and then apply it to the skin. And the little blue designs I had on were actually stickers, and I just used the stickers the way they were. I didn't apply any spirit gum to the back of them. You can use face paint to help the transition between the designs and your skin look more realistic. And then I used the white face paint that's in my Mehron palette to create little dots. I love, like if I do face paint or something, to create dots. It's just my thing. To make the look sparkle even more, I used my glitter liners from NYX, and I just like I love sparkle and shimmer and all that stuff for like every time I do a mermaid or a fairy. So again, I just use those to create random designs. I think fake eyelashes are very important for this look, so onto your upper lash line, you can apply really long, full fake eyelashes, and then to your new drawn on lower lash line, apply sparse, very sparse, spaced out eyelashes. Apply a white eyeliner pencil into the waterline to help your eyes appear even bigger, and then I glued random rhinestones onto my face using eyelash glue. To outline and fill in my lips, I used a coral lip liner, and I even drew past my natural lip line a bit just so my lips will look a bit more fishy. Yeah, and then to the center of the lips, I applied NYX Studio Liquid Liner in Extreme Gold. I just applied it to the middle and used my finger to blend it out, and it was so pretty I decided to use it on my neck and create little designs on there as well. Okay, so for the prosthetic, not everybody's going to want to use it, but if you do, what you're going to do is you're going to use whatever makeup you used on your face. We'll apply some of it to your prosthetic. That way your prosthetic and the skin looks natural. It doesn't look so fake. Then apply spirit gum to the back of the prosthetic and to your skin wherever the prosthetic's going to be. And once the spirit gum is tacky, go ahead and apply that prosthetic to the skin, and that is it. And you can go ahead and use latex to blend the prosthetic in with your natural skin, or you can do what I did and just use like rhinestones and stuff to cover it up. So yeah, that is it. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and like I said, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed, like I said, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.